G'day. Just a quick little update. I've sent my frame and had it blasted and powder coated, and I'm in the middle of putting the bike back together. I've got to say, I've done hundreds of engines. I've probably done about 600 engines out and probably put in over 200 engines. This XLV was the worst engine to get back in. It was very difficult to get out, but I wouldn't say it was the worst. But getting back in, for some reason, it was awful. Anyway, move on from that. Yeah, I've gone with the kind of darker grey, well, I don't know if you call it dark grey, but colour for the frame. It's a look I'm sort of going for. I know the purists, some of them say, oh, it's meant to be this colour or whatever, I don't care. We are just in the middle of, so I've just, yesterday afternoon, I put the front end, put new steering head bearings in, fitted up the rear diff, the bracing for the frame, for the lower frame mount rail, and then I've just mocked in the exhaust system because I've now decided, instead of going 2 into 1, I'm going to go 2 into 2 with a joining pipe at the back of the shock there. A few other things I want to do, but I'm just sort of doing what I can do as far as putting the bike back together. I have a heap of fabrication I have to do. I'm waiting for some parts, but I've got a lot of welding and stuff I have to do, so I'm going to wait until I'm sure I've got everything I want to weld up, and then I'll just do it all as one big go. So it'll be a day or two of being on the welder, rather than going out, getting myself set up, do a couple of things, and then back in here, and then realise, oh, I've still got this to do, go back out, because I do my welding in another little workshop I've set up. I try to not do metal grinding and MIG welding in here. But yeah, it's come along nicely so far. I'm a little bit nervous when I go to fire this thing up, because this engine is a whole lot of something different to me. I've never worked on a variable valve timing or pneumatic valves or anything like that. I've just done all your standard engines. So it was a little bit of trickery in there that you sort of got to watch for. And I know from comments from other people that these bikes have been sent into shops and they have stuffed it up. So it is known, and they're not the norm. So yeah, a little bit of stuff to get your head around. I mean, if you sort of, if you've got an experience in certain things, then it's probably not a problem to you, but I've never had anything to do with them. So yeah, we're still waiting for the other tank. So this tank is a working tank, but it's got a big dent in the side. That tank, if the tank isn't back, then I will just put that tank on now to run it. I also sent the side covers down for him to paint at the same time to get them all looking nice, because the side covers had faded. And we've got to work out some electricery. We've got to add some stuff. We've got to fix a bunch of stuff in the wiring. I've got 3 wiring looms. All have been butchered, or plugs cut off them and whatnot. So I've got to try and work out the best of a bad bunch. Fix the plugs on a lot of them, because the wire's coming out the backs of the plugs, which is not ideal. So I've got to sort of sort all that out. That will hurt my head. Gives me the shits, to be honest. But anyway, yeah. But I just thought I'd show you where I'm up to. Can't wait to actually go for a bloody ride. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, things are good. Life's good. Here we go. I've finally got the perfect garage that I've always wanted, and I locked myself away in it. Funny, isn't it? We go COVID, and I spend more time in here now than I do out. Hopefully we can get this bike back together. That'll all change. I'll be out and about, buggering off up the high country or into the South Australian outback. Who knows? Anyway, cheers. Thank you.